My name is Stephanie Cannell. I'm 24 years old. I live in Shepherdstown, West Virginia, which is the eastern panhandle part. That's right in between Maryland and Virginia. I started hooping about 2.5 years ago, and I was brought into it by my mom, whose name is Melody Brook, and she started this business that we call Boomtown Hoops. She was teaching classes and making hoops, selling them at festivals. And she was trying really hard to bring me in and get me to help her out with it. But at the time, I was very shy, very anxious, timid. I had no self-confidence. I was depressed. I had a hard time just leaving the house, to go and be a part of the world. I was scared to get a job. I had 2 kids. I was scared to work because I was just scared of being out there in the world. It seemed so big and scary to me. Well, the time came to where my mom had to have a surgery. I think she had to have her gallbladder removed, and she was out of commission for 3 months. And she looks at me and she says, "Steph, I really need your help. The classes are booming, people are really digging it, the business is going great. I need your help. I need you to continue teaching classes." And that was like, the most terrifying thing, one of the most terrifying things I've ever had to face up to. The thought of standing in front of a group of people teaching them how to hula hoop was just absolutely frightening. But I knew from past experiences that when you step out of your comfort zone and you do something that you're really afraid of, it's those times that end up being the most rewarding experiences in your life and the most life-changing, and this was one of them for me. So I recognized that this was going to be one of those moments. This was, my mom needed me, those people that wanted to learn hooping needed me, and I needed me to step up and to do something that was out of my comfort zone, and I did it. And I started teaching classes, and the more I did it, the more comfortable I got. And it definitely forced me to learn a lot really fast because I didn't want to let anybody down. And so I spent countless hours on the computer researching hooping, the history of hooping, the benefits of hooping, what other hooping people were doing, how to use it for exercise, how to use it for dance. I spent countless hours learning new tricks. And so my first 2 years of hooping, it was like very intense. To me, it felt like putting 10 years experience into 2 years, like cramming it all. And it became such a fun hobby for me, and I came out of my depression and I came out of my anxiety, and I was no longer afraid of people. Hooping gave me confidence. It gave me a reason to be proud. So, right about the same time that I started teaching these classes and coming out of my shell and really transforming as a person, I also started performing. It just seemed like there was a need for it and people wanted to see it, and so it was opportunity and it was there. And whenever I would hoop in my head, I know a lot of you probably do it too, whenever you hear music you start hooping in your head if you don't actually have a hoop and you can't do it right there. But in my head, and even still, I see group dances. I see multiple hoopers making patterns and weaving in and out of each other. And so almost immediately when I started hooping, I started visioning group dances in my head and putting together this group choreography. Currently I'm working with this group of magnificent ladies. We call ourselves the Astral Rhythm Dancers. And we're doing a lot of stuff with fire and light performances. It's really neat. I'm really excited anyways about where we're taking it. Is we're coming up with these routines that aren't to one specific song. We could be anywhere and completely improvise choreographed dances. I feel like we're a band of sort. We're a band of dancers that communicate non-verbally, and I'm just real excited about what we have going on. We're making the long trip this year to South Dakota to the legendary Buffalo Chip Campground for the Sturgis Biker Rally, and we're going to be performing there every night of the festival. Such big dreams from hooping. Hooping gave me a reason to love myself, to connect with myself, to be proud of myself, and just it kind of consumes me. I think about it all the time. Dances, costumes, music, just classes, new workout routines. So it consumes me, but to me I'd so much rather be consumed by that than be consumed by depression. And ever since that I made that big transformation, I've not gone back. And if you know me, you know Stephanie as a happy person. I'm a happy mofo, and it feels good. And it feels good that I'm so grateful for hooping that it's done that for me. With that, I would like to say I'm excited to enter this video as a contestant for the Hooping Idol. I really have no idea what I have in store, but I'm ready for the challenge and just ready to share my passion and love for hooping in life with my fellow hoopers. So I love you guys. Have a beautiful day. And the more that I'm able to manipulate the hoop, manipulate my body in and out and through and with the hoop, then the more I can get lost in those moments of freedom and connect the pieces like a puzzle and just be free.